Right, today is February 25th, 2023. Still going on. One thing funny, like I said, I live on North Chapel Street in Louisville, right near the corner of Chapel Ridge Road, and then if you turn left onto Fairlawn Street, there's a big white building. There was like a goldish, weird looking color SUV lady in there, and she'd yell out crazy crap at me. And she was seen with my rapist, the guy that claimed he was an FBI agent. He wasn't seen around the officers with the case. He was just always by himself. But he's the one that even threatened to arrest me at Faith Family Church after the torture he was part of. A lot of the bad guys were seen over there too. Well, they moved out today. I ended up coming home from work a little early because my client went out with family members. I go to pull out and they're loading up vans, they have the trucks. If I wouldn't have came home when I did, I wouldn't have seen them moving out. She's been out there, 19 and 20. The bad guys would be down there. I'd work on my clients on Fairlawn Street, yelling crazy crap at me. Crazy crap. Alright? And her and my rapist being there, she's one of the human traffickers, pimps, or Johns. Lying to people. They had a court order to watch me before. Go to the police. The police are like, we have no knowledge of anybody being in your home. It would be illegal for anybody to be in your home. Outside a protected life case with statements. Yeah, they just lied. They're a part of the human traffickers and drug dealers. And you know what? They left these stupid people here. That's, the one guy in the blue car with black hair, white guy with black hair, he was outside, Giant Eagle the day after Christmas, outside AutoZone, little AutoZone next to it. And he screamed out, he said, I found out it's just them stealing from the case. He said, I wish I would have asked our kids a long time ago. I found out they knew nothing. And the whole thing's just been them stealing from the case. No one better say a word to her. He's screaming it out for Louisville to hear. That was the day after Christmas. Do you know these lowlives? It's taking people with integrity to look at them and say, don't you say a word to her. These people are stealing other people and selling them. If that's what's going on, none of this is funny. No, all those people that were here before, that's what they were here for, is because they were stealing other people and they were the ones hurting her. And they're selling people. Don't you dare say a word. So where people are making fun of me for being a victim, being human trafficked. And what's sad today, I went in to go to a gas station to use the restroom. Some guy was there and he said, the police helped out in this because it was some agent's kid. You don't want to say that. You don't want to say that. That some entitled little brat that thinks within their self-absorbed minds that they are entitled enough to have the wife raped, tortured, drugged, framed, publicly humiliated, that they are so entitled, that they are above the law, and that the law will help them break the law and become the worst criminals ever. And then steal over $300,000 for the case to help finance more human trafficking, and then selling other children for them to make more money. You don't want to say the law helped out in this area, and that the Department of Justice needs to swarm and arrest everybody down here. You don't want to say that. You want to say that some of them didn't do their job? Yeah. And they aided and abetted by looking away? Yeah. Do they need arrested for it? 100%. 100% they need to go to jail for it. For looking the other way and let me get hurt. Yes, they do. I was in police protective custody. See that agent? Even though he bullied me onto the phone under a threat of arrest, into a false statement, which he goes to jail, which is like 79 years. You put him in jail for it, right? You put him in jail for making me plead for my life. Then listen to me, informant. Give me the money, the diplomatic immunity for life, and then made up this scam that if you tell someone no one can help you. Failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. In the First Amendment, the government would like to impose that we can never say anything, and they cannot. We have a freedom of speech. The only one that can actually ask you to stay quiet is a sitting judge and a sequestered juror, or a grand jury, and it's only during that trial. We have a freedom of speech. He was just bullying, and for the low ignorance and the low IQ of these people to worship this people like gods, that they are entitled to be above the law, break the law, and split it into a million pieces and steal from the federal government and sell other people's children and make money off this case. They are sick lowlifes. The mental illness on ungodly levels around here. People finding any of this funny. Any of it. Someone needs to get down here. See, the whole thing of it is that agent opened a case. They have it like the Amish men with the beards. They have these people dead to rights hurting me. They had an officer talk today. Requirements of the Department of Justice to be in somebody's home. Fourth Amendment. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life and have to speak to everyone before they start. It's abuse and misconduct. You go to jail for like 79 years. Tampering with witnesses, badgering people is 10 to 20. That agent needs to be in jail the rest of his life and his family and everybody connected. I'm going to go ahead and upload this.